Welcome back. So today we got that catalyst we were looking for. NVIDIA. That's right. NVIDIA reported and it has single-handedly pulled everything up. Okay, so let's talk about that. And let's talk about also some disappointing news, some weird news that relate to rate cuts. All right, so this has been very hyped up. I've talked about it for many days. NVIDIA was set to release earnings after Bell, and they did. And as expected, they blew away earnings. Blew away. All this talk about AI bubble and things slowing down, Jensen squashed all of it and said, no, that's totally ridiculous. We've sold out everything. Everything is strong. Okay, and if you look at the numbers, absolutely amazing. Earnings beat estimates. Revenue beat estimates. Okay, and basically everything is going up on fire as expected. There's a couple things Jensen said like this. There's been a lot of talk about AI bubble. From our vantage point, we see something very different. They keep selling and selling and selling, and just look at that estimate, right? Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, Alphabet, OpenAI, all looking to spend more. Look at that. Cloud GPUs are sold out. I mean, this is what I've been saying, guys. I'm an investor in NVIDIA. I told you guys that. And I just said it's totally ridiculous that people are selling off and thinking that NVIDIA is somehow in a bubble or AI is in a bubble. It's totally ridiculous. It's the future. Everyone's spending. There's only one player in the game. AMD is nowhere close to NVIDIA. You really have just a monopoly on AI GPUs and data center products. It's NVIDIA, right? So they are up almost 6% in the aftermarket, which is good. And it lifted everything up. Bitcoin was looking really dire. It looked like it wanted to fall to 87 today. And then after the earnings, guess what? Boom, it started coming up. Now it's back to 92. A lot of alts are in the green now, thanks to NVIDIA. And look at tomorrow. Look at tomorrow. The futures market, way, way, way in the green. NASDAQ already plus 400. This is all thanks to NVIDIA. I mentioned how this could be a big catalyst for this week and moving forward, because I think so many people on Wall Street were just so afraid that the AI bubble was about to burst, and everyone's been selling off tech and AI and crypto and risk-on assets, switching to risk-off assets. After this, we may see a conversion back where people sell off risk-off assets for risk-on assets. It's starting to look like it, but we will see. It's still early. Tomorrow, we do have something else that's coming out, and that is the jobs report. But here's the kicker. The report that we're getting is for September, not October. Okay? It's probably still going to be weak. But still, where's the October report? Guess what? They're canceling it. They're pushing it back. Is it really that difficult to get some delayed numbers out? Like, do they really not have it in their computer? It just boggles my mind. So we're going to get September numbers. They're probably ugly, but probably not as ugly as October numbers, which really helped things, because today the Fed minutes came out and they said, well, we're not sure we're going to get a rate cut in December. And guess what? Now December's percentage has dropped to 33%. It was close to 50% yesterday. Now it dropped because of the Fed minutes. So, you know, maybe tomorrow's numbers, if they're horrendous, will bring us back up. But you know, what we really need is both months, September and October. So I don't know when they're going to release October's numbers. They said they're going to delay it, but I don't know when. right? But we got the jolt we needed, and tomorrow we may get even more because I just feel like we've been suppressed. I told you guys that. I feel like we've been suppressed for far too long, and I don't know which group is behind it. But you know, Tom Lee also said something very interesting today. Look at what he said. To me, the weakness in crypto has all the signs of a market maker or two with a major hole in their balance sheet. Sharks circling to trigger a liquidation, dumping of prices, BTC. Is this short-term pain? Yes. Is this change a ETH super cycle? No. This is not a time to use leverage. Don't get liquidated. What is he saying there? He's saying that, hey, a market maker lost a lot of money and they're trying to make it back by triggering liquidations left and right. Who is he calling out? Which market maker, which exchange lost a whole bunch of money last month, okay, and was the cause of the biggest liquidation event that we have ever seen in crypto? Its glitch caused all these other exchanges to dump because they had to cut them off. And the leverage was removed, basically, right? Basically what Tom Lee is saying, this market maker, aka exchange, or maybe two, not just one, right? They're the ones that's causing this. They're the ones that's causing the suppression. They're the ones that's causing the volatility because they're trying to make their money back. They lost a whole bunch of money, and it makes so much sense. I've said this before. What's happening with crypto is unnatural. It just seems like everyone is looking at what's going on with the increased fundamentals. Nothing has changed. More and more companies are adopting Bitcoin, raising equity, or selling equity and raising money for Bitcoin. We're seeing it adopted worldwide with banks, with institutions, with states, countries, you name it. And this is the time period too, right? And we have seen periods where the stock market's going up, gold's going up, everything's going up except Bitcoin and crypto. It just seems like there's someone holding us back on purpose. And I told you guys, normally it's because they want to buy low, right? They want to drive retail out. In this case, not only retail, but Wall Street. Wall Street's ETFs have been pretty horrendous for last week, right? Their purpose is to drive people out so they can accumulate low. But they don't want to do it forever because they don't want everyone to leave because then the market's over, right? But this makes a lot of sense. I didn't put two and two together. Tom Lee did. They're doing this not only to do that, but also to make up for what they may have lost. So there's a group, there's one or two or maybe many more that wants things suppressed, but they can only do it for so long, right? And we have a couple of catalysts that could certainly break that mold. No matter how hard they try, it won't be enough, right? And this NVIDIA earnings was fantastic. I think we all needed it, okay? But I know it's early. We're still only at 92,000. We're not back above 100. So it's still early. And this market maker or two, like Tom Lee says, may not be giving up. But it's a good start. And yesterday we saw the same thing when Bitcoin and crypto rallied despite a market sell-off, right? That's also a sign. But anyways, this is all good. This is all good. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow and the rest of this week, right? Can we see a good turnaround because of NVIDIA, thanks to Jensen? Yes, we can. We can. I don't expect tomorrow's September numbers to be fantastic. And once we get October numbers, it's going to be just as horrendous, if not worse. So the Fed may be forced to cut no matter what the percentage says. All right? Stay strong, my friends. I'll see you guys tonight and tomorrow. Stay strong. Take care. Bye-bye.